Good evening, friends. I'm welcoming to our today's live class on dyeing preparatory process or dyeing wet process, that is on mercerization. Dear friends, already I covered in my previous video clips about main dyeing uh, main dyeing methods, types of dyings, and types of what are the preparatory processes are there: bleaching, scouring, desizing, sizing, and about dyings, many dyings: reactive dyes, direct dyes, basic dyes. Okay, please open the playlist of dyeing in our channel whenever you want. Not only dyeing part, even any other textile designs or weaving or spinning or knitting, okay, or whatever other general video clips on textile and fashion technology tutorials. Subjects. Friends, here this is the points I made. If you see these points on this whiteboard, you may think how many points are there to tell or discuss. Usually in the books on mercerization, usually the author is writing the books minimum 10 to 15 pages, if in depth. But whatever I given here, the main points, if I discuss one by one in deep, I can make 10 videos on this. I can make 10 videos. But today in the live classes, I'm giving only the introduction part. I'm covering main points. We'll see in future if you people's audience shows interest in deep study, then I will cover one in depth. Dear friends, mercerization. You know, the dyeing preparatory process before the fabric or any textile material taken for dyeing, some preparatory processes are applied. Sizing is applied in the weaving shed or make it desize in the dyeing wet processing house, and after desizing, scouring, bleaching, these are the steps are there, and also mercerization is also one of the process. I don't want to explain the other objectives of the other process because you can watch other videos. What is mercerization? You know, friends, those who are studying in the colleges as a students, those who are working in the textile mills or any textile sectors or garment sectors, you may know what is mercerization. Mercerization is the process of giving luster to the fabric or textile material. Giving luster to the fabric. Luster means shiny. Everybody is saying luster, giving luster to the textile material or fabric. Why? If mercerization is not done, luster will be not there. After scouring, unwanted stainings, grease stainings and colors are removed. Unwanted things are removed. Grease, gray color, gray matter, unwanted impurities, other things. In bleaching, also make it white. The fabric is made white, pure white, bright, with optical brighteners, right? And some whitening agents by oxidization reaction or reduction reactions. Why? After scouring and bleaching, luster will not come. Luster, not only the object of mercerization, giving the luster, to impart luster is not only one object to give the mercerization. Friends, why this mercerization is done? Whether this is only for cotton or linen or jute or polyester, nylon, on which fiber it is applied. See, friends, this is a video clip I am making after how many years the mercerization is invented. Mercerization is invented in 1850. Then now we are in 2022, means 150 plus 22, 172. After 172 years of invention, I am making this video. It's very fun, but many authors, many research institutes, many laboratories, many colleges, many mills, they have done more work on this mercerization, not only in one country, many countries of the globe. Right? The mercerization in 1850, the Englishman who is the printer, one of the printer who is a chemistry background, he is a chemistry educationist. He has done some chemistry work on chemists. His name is John Mercer. John Mercer is a chemist, an inventor, and printer, calico printer of English, means British, right? Who has done experiments, many experiments on textile cloths to get something new. By that invention, he has come to the conclusion and get it patented. That is the new innovation in the textile industry happened in 1850 by the printer, the John Mercer, the chemist. Correct? The chemistry student. When he was invented, he was a young scientist, not an old like others. He was just 30 years. At his 30 years, he has invented mercerization at his own lab in 1850 and taken a patent. This process, mercerization, the innovation is patented in 1850. Because his name is John Mercer, this process is called mercerization. Mercerization process came on the name of the John Mercer. Okay, now this is the point. He is the inventor. Then what is involved in mercerization? Mercerization involved using the simple chemical, not any oxidation reaction, chemical reaction, adding that chemical, maintain pH, increase temperature, add agents, remove agents, nothing is there. Simple chemical, NaOH, caustic soda or sodium hydroxide, NaOH. This is called as caustic soda in chemistry lab. Just by treating the cotton material with caustic soda, there is a lot of changes will happen to the cotton fiber. It's a magic. Cotton fiber, friends, the substance, the content of the cotton fiber is a cellulose substance, right? Cellulose substance, the substance contained in the cotton fiber is cellulose. Cotton is made up of cellulose substance. That cellulose substance or the cotton fibers, before the pod, the dried flower picked from the cotton plant, when it was in the pod form in the cotton plant, it is under wet condition. Before the pod opening, under the lumps of cotton fibers are there, that was in the wet form, that is humid form, containing water particles. That is the original form of the cotton fibers. When that pod is opened, the lump of the cotton fibers get exposed to sunlight, and whatever the water particle is there, moisture is there in the around the fiber or inside the fiber morphology or structure, that is evaporated. That is evaporated and gets the fiber dried. Fiber gets dried. The circular shaped fiber, circular cross-sectioned lengthy fiber, after exposed to sunlight, it gets flattened. It gets flattened like a ribbon. It gets flattened like ribbon. See here. Because in this ribbon-like flat structure, there is no water content. There is no water particle content. There is no moisture. But space is there inside. There is space is inside, but because water particle is not there, moisture is humidity is not there, it gets flattened. That fiber is used for spinning. Okay, that fiber is used for spinning, weaving, and making the garments and apparels and other uses. But when John Mercer invented, when he has treated this type of cotton fiber with the caustic soda, NaOH, he got the tremendous changes has happened in terms of physical changes, in terms of chemical changes, in terms of structural changes in the cotton fibers. What are those changes? Physical changes, chemical changes, and structural changes. What is physical changes? This flat ribbon type of flat fiber gets its shape, gets its original shape, swelling taken place, like the balloon stripe. If we blow the air inside, it gets swell, no? It gets bulge, no? Like that, this flat becomes the circular, like air blown fiber. It's like air blown fiber. Air is not blown, but inside, whatever the structure is there, cellulose substance is there, that is reacted with the caustic soda. That is, caustic soda is in alkaline, that is alkali, and gets that inside structure, cellulose, become alkali cellulose. What this normal cellulose, whatever the polymolecules are there, macromolecules are there inside this flat ribbon fiber, all fibers reacted with the caustic soda, okay, then it becomes a alkali cellulose. That alkali cellulose makes the fibers swell. This is a physical shape. And length, how much it will sell? 40 to 50%. Where I written 40 to 50%. Okay, circular here the cross section increased by 40 to 50%. Where the cross section was there in the originally, the fiber, 40 to 50%, it becomes maximum swelling of the fiber takes place, 40 to 50% after mercerization. And the length is also considerable increase, 1 to 2% length is also improved. Why this modification is required? Increase in the cross-sectional area or increase in the length of the cotton fiber. Why this modification is required? This modification makes the yarn made of that mercerized fibers or fabric made from that mercerized fibers looks very good, looks luster, looks shiny, because of the surface modifications, because of the cotton surface modifications, right? This is physical changes. What other changes happen? Chemical changes place. Formation of the alkali cellulose. When the caustic soda reacted with the cellulosic macromolecules, polymolecules, inside the morphology of the cotton fiber, the chemical present in the fiber, in this mercerized fiber, that is alkali cellulose, not only normal cellulose, that is alkali cellulose, formation of alkali cellulose. That is chemical changes. Then one more changes will happen, that is structural changes. Structural changes. What is structural? Structure means, is there any size or length? No. Structure means the morphology of the textile fibers. Whatever the inside, the morphology, usually the structure inside the fiber, not only cotton, any other fiber, we can't seen by the naked eye. We have to see by microscope. Okay, microscope. If you see the microscope, the structure, this whatever substance is there, the structure, the inside morphology, that is crystalline region, amorphous region, highly oriented regions, all these macromolecules, chains are orientation of the chains. In case of cellulose, in case of cotton, cellulose is there. In case of silk, wool, protein is there. Like that, other fibers. Okay, so that changes the arrangement of the macromolecules. Polymolecules are arranged. If the fiber is stretched and bulged, swelled, all internal molecules are there, gets arranged. Rearrangement of the polymolecules or macromolecules in the structure makes the fiber still strengthen. Tenacity of the fiber gets increased. Tenacity properties increase, elongation properties increase, whatever the mechanical properties are there for the cotton material, that are all are improved because of the structural arrangement. In this non-mercerized, there is no amorphous region. Even though amorphous region is there, there is no alignment is there. Alignment of the polymolecules, how much the tenacity of the fiber, tenacity of fiber is increased, or strength of fiber is increased when the macromolecules are aligned parallel to the axis of the fiber. How much percentage of the macromolecules or polymolecules are parallel to the axis of the fiber, that much of percentage shows the increase in the strength of the fiber. That in turn shows the increase in the strength of the yarn, in turn strength of the tensile strength of the fiber, yarn or fabric. Okay, like that. Next, in case of knitted fabric, bursting strength. These are the things are there. Mechanical properties. These are the things are there. What I told, hope you understood. Just generally, I covered. Already I covered most of the things. Even though this board is more is there. Now I will come to still more is there. Now, hope you have understood what is mercerization. Correct? Now, objectives of mercerization. Now we will study like elementary education. Objectives. What is the objectives? Objectives of the mercerization. One is to improve the luster. I told it gives the luster to the fabric or yarn. Okay. Second one is to increase absorbability. See, for dyeing of the yarn, in case of yarn dyeing or dyeing of the fabric, in case of fabric dyeing, how much the fiber, cotton fiber or any textile fiber, how much it will absorb the liquid or solution of the dye chemical, the lye or the chemical solution, whatever, that may be a color solution, that may be any other bleaching solution or any scoring solution or any solution after dyeing. Okay, phone is coming. I am on the live. I will call you back. I am in the live. I will call you back. So, the thing is mercerization. So, what is there? Where I left? Alignment of this. These are things are there. The structural changes makes structural changes, arrangement of the macromolecules, and other things are there. Okay, the terms. Now increase the absorbability. Water, absorbability of the waters. Okay, live is there. Sound, friends. I will correct it, no problem. Okay, because I'm checking. Okay, live is on. Okay, I will trim this video after whenever I don't want unwanted things. You can match. Okay, to increase absorbability, any wet, how much the fiber, any fiber in the wet processing, if how much more efficient in absorbing colors, in absorbing any solutions or water, that will help in dyeing. Even dyeing takes place. No patchy dyeing, nothing. Even dyeing, to make the dyeing even, to make the finishes, any after dyeing, some finishes are done, those finishes are even. The fiber must absorb evenly, more efficiently. Water absorptivity. By this mercerization, not only luster but absorption capacity of the fiber is increased, because after maximum selling, whatever the pores are there on the skin of the fiber, all pores are opened. Pores means holes are opened, right? Pores are opened. When the pores of the fibers are opened, automatically the color solution gets entered into the structure of the fiber. Gets entered into the structure of the fiber. It's easy. That makes the fabric dye evenly. That makes the even dyeing. No patchy dyeing, no streak mark, no whatever is, defects are there on dyeing defects checked on the inspection table, that will be avoided. Okay. Next one, to improve the dimensional stability. Dimensional stability means after washing or shrinkage, it should not, fabric should not shrink. Okay, it will improve once it's done, mercerization done under the condition of the stretch, or it is usually, one more point I have forgotten to tell you friends, this in the process of mercerization, tension or giving, applying of tension, applying of stretch is playing an important role in giving the, that called mercerization, because simply treating the cotton yarn or fabric with the caustic soda NaOH will not help. It should be stretched while padding. When the padding means, when the first starting, when the fabric is taken in the chain mercerization and the chain process, chain mercerization, that is continuous, usually it is done in continuous, okay, continuous method in the industry. When it is padded in the lye, that is mercerization solution, it is first is padded. In case of yarn, treat always the fabric, if it is fabric is done in a open width form, usually one fabrics, it is done on open fabric. Even knitted fabrics, open width or rope form is done. Okay, that's tension, stretch is to be maintained. Pre-tensioning, before tensioning also require padding also, the fabric should be stretched. Then only it will help each and every individual fibers to absorb the mercerizing solution. If it is congested, if any part of the fabric is hidden, that part will not absorb the solution, mercerizing caustic soda solution. So pre-tension is an important. Make the fabric pre-tension. Pre-tension is also important, and make sure that complete 100% complete material, textile material should be padded, impregnated in the caustic soda. Then it is taken for the squeezing, that is after impregnation, after complete absorption of the caustic soda, whatever the balance is there attached, whatever balance on the surface, that is squeezed out, then taken for again washing, kept under, again it is washed, okay, again it washed under tension. Then after washing also, because of this process is in alkaline nature, caustic soda NaOH is alkali, so to make the fabric to a normal pH, okay, it is acidifying little bit, making acidifying to make the fabric neutral. Then rinsing with the normal water, taken out. This is a common process there. Okay now. So what is important here is, first one, make the fabric or yarn impregnated completely. Ensure it's absorbed completely. Okay. Then taken out, squeezed out unwanted, whatever which is not absorbed. Then this is important there. This friends, see here the factors. These are things are there. Factors influencing mercerization, results of mercerization. Okay, when the mercerization is taking place, or something is there. I would like to take another class, because making long YouTube, it's very tedious for the audience to view. So I will make this video as a part 2. Now this is an introduction. Part 2 I will come as tomorrow. I will tell you tomorrow. Usually I am coming in the evening. Okay, evening after 6 o'clock. I am free to take online classes. Okay. Thank you very much. Friends, please subscribe to my channel, Guruvira Textile and Fashion Technology Tutorials. Please share it to your friends. Please like it and click the icon bell to get the notifications. Thank you very much. Once again I'm telling you, after completion of part 2, I will explain this video in Hindi version for the audience who are interested to listen my video in Hindi. Thank you very much.